But yeah, it's very cute. Dream Seeker here again. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Vita is so cool. Subscribe, please! Alright, hello there. Today we actually have a new trailer for Sparkle, and this is for the Honkai 3rd collab, right? So to be very clear, this is the Honkai 3rd Impact collab, Honkai Impact 3rd, sorry, collab with Honkai Star Rail. So this is not a collab that's gonna be going both ways. This is only for Honkai Impact 3rd. It's not gonna be anything, as far as we know, for Star Rail. So essentially, if you don't know, Honkai Impact 3rd is the game that was made before Genshin Impact, and it's part of the Hoyoverse. It's part of the multiverse that they have, right? So yeah, there we go. And what I do want to say here is that obviously you can see Sparkle on the picture here, because Sparkle is actually gonna be joining the roster in Honkai Impact 3rd, which is very, very exciting, obviously. So let's have a look at the trailer itself. It's called, it's the Interlude preparations, and you can see Sparkle's new S-Rank Battlesuit trailer. There you go. What does it say here? I can't wait to see what's in store. Perhaps that will be a performance worth ruining. Sparkle's new S-Rank Battlesuit, 1000-Face Maestro cameo debuts. Okay, let's have a look. She's so cute, dude. Oh my god. This is so cool. That's a new skin too. Oh, it's so good. Man. Oh my god, this is so cool. Alright, so I think there's a few things I kind of want to talk about here. So obviously here she's talking about fireworks. So obviously her name means fireworks, Hanabi. I know in English it's got translated to sparkles, but Hanabi actually just means firework, right? Which makes a lot of sense with the story that we saw in Pinakoni, right? Obviously the mask, all the good. Too bad a professional supporting actor shouldn't indulge in the moment. Yeah, as we know, she used to be a actress until one day I guess the line between herself and a different role kind of blurred, and she ended up thinking that like none of this like really matters, and essentially what's the point of being confined on a single stage when the entire world can be her stage, right? So she performs wherever she goes, and she enjoys being on the sideline and causing shenanigans and supporting the others, right? So she doesn't think of herself as a main character. She doesn't think of herself as a protagonist, but more as someone who's going to add some entertainment to the whole ordeal, let's put it this way. It's very cool. The monodrama, oh man, the monodrama drop, so good. Oh, this always makes me happy. The fishes are so cute. A performance was reading. Damn, that's so badass. So here, there's nothing much to say here. This character is definitely not someone we can see. I think this is more of her idea of what the play is all about, right? It's like the generic hero against the generic monster. This is, by the way, a Honkai beast. So it's the equivalent of a type of entity made manifest through the will of the Honkai, which is kind of the idea of finality, I suppose. It's a long story, but essentially it's a phenomenon that ends up happening to destroy the world and reset it, essentially. You could also potentially say that this is the equivalent of, the corruption and the abyss in the Genshin, for example, right? And this is the new skin. So this is the skin that she's actually going to be getting, I think, for free. I think you can get it from doing the event. It's so pretty, dude. Like, oh my god. It's crazy how Sparkle is getting a skin in Honkai Impact 3rd before we actually get a single skin in the entire HSR game. That's crazy. Sparkle Blaze on the magnificent stage. Yeah, how to make it more exciting, essentially, right? I can recruit a partner. Yeah. Don't let me down. So I don't know what she says, little bird. I think that's just the name that she gives Vita, because Vita has a lot of like bird-ish feathers. Like she has a lot of feather on her weapon. So maybe kind of looks like a peacock with the colors, I guess. But yeah. And here you can see there's a whole board. So this actually throws back to some of the events that's going to be happening. There's going to be like a kind of a board events, as well as a poker, a kind of poker game, or like a card game at least. It's going to be like 2 events hand in hand during the 7.9 thing with dice. You can see like a little bit of dice here. That's really cool. Obviously, you see the button there that was used for the fireworks at the end of Pinakoni. That's pretty cool. And here in the card, you can see that some of the characters. This is the Dream Seeker. The little figurines there are some of the main characters as well. I think this is Song Chue. I think this is Lantern. I believe this might be Selema or Helia. But yeah, it's very cute. Dream Seeker here again. Oh my god, so pretty. Vita is so cool. You're definitely someone who also knows the essence of elation. And what's so good about this specifically is that I've always said that Vita and Sparkle are very similar in the sense that they kind of have the same role, especially now. Vita, since like a whole lot of issues with it's a long story, but essentially Vita kind of broke free from a divinity that was using her as a tool. And now she kind of likes to prank people and makes a lot of joke and prank. Like, every now and then she does something so outrageous and ridiculous and chaotic that people think that she's being evil. But no, she's just having a little bit of fun. And it never really, like, causes harm. But it's still, like, a lot of... it freaks people out, essentially, right? So people really don't trust her because she keeps doing random shit, right? And here what's so awesome is that obviously Sparkle is like, you also know the essence of elation, right? But we know that this place, Earth, or the place where Honkai Impact 3rd happened, actually doesn't have the gaze of the Aeons. The Aeons don't look over here, right? So even though she acts like the elation, she's not actually following the path of elation, or not directly, or at least she's not being noticed by elation, aka Aha. But what's really cool in this scene specifically is that she brings the mask close to us, the viewers, but also she's directly speaking to Vita, right? So we could assume that she's actually giving the mask of elation to Vita. So does this mean that Vita is going to be officially a member of the Masked Fool in the future? It's quite possible. And I think that's very, very cool. There's a whole question that I have regarding how does this work, because technically Welt traveled from Honkai Impact 3rd into HSR in 2029, right? But here, currently in the game of Honkai Impact 3rd, we are in 2024. So if this girl here is currently in Honkai Impact 3rd, the question I have is, did she travel from 2024 in HSR, which is before the story begins in our end, right? Or did she travel from the equivalent of 2029 back to the past to meet what's going on in 2024 and Vita, etc.? So I wonder what's going on exactly. Does this mean that maybe in the future, aka past 2029, we'll see Vita in HSR as a member of the Masked Fools? Or did she time travel? So that might not be something that happens for a while. That's really the big question I have. I really want to know exactly how did she get to the world of Honkai Impact 3rd. I really hope they're not going to let it, be unsolved, as they could if they wanted to. But yeah, anyway, that's my thought on this. I think that was a pretty good trailer. Let me know if you enjoyed it down in the comments, like, subscribe, all the good. And yeah, cheers.